Welcome back. Today I want to show you how you can expand the capabilities of your Shaper Origin using this extra long router bit here. When using your Shaper Origin, you might have noticed you're limited in how deep you can cut using your Shaper. This is due to the travel distance that the Shaper can move the spindle down, and that's limited to about 40 millimeters. For most of the things that you do with a Shaper, that is more than enough, so it shouldn't be a problem. But in some cases, you might want to go deeper. And so you might wonder, is that possible? And the answer is yes, it is possible. You can trick your Shaper into cutting deeper. I wouldn't say this is something Shaper recommends, and I am sure they would advise against it. So try it with caution. Know what you're doing, but you can use it for cases where you just need more depth. You can use this trick by using an extra long router bit like this one here, 75 millimeters long, and I'll put some links in the description in case you want to buy that. Let me show to you how you do that. I'm putting this extra long router bit into the spindle and attaching it well. As you can see here, from the collet to the router tip, there are about 90 millimeters. Now go ahead and attach your spindle on your Shaper. Make sure that the router bit is as close as possible to your workpiece without touching it. Now start cutting. As always, don't cut everything at once. I'm using here 5 millimeter passes, that way you put less strain on your material. Slowly, one by one, cut deeper until you reach the maximum depth that your Shaper can do. I'm cutting here only a hole for the sake of showing you, but obviously you should be cutting the shape that you're trying to achieve. As you see here, in this case, we reached about 39 millimeters. After that, you detach your spindle and move it down along the shape that you just cut. Move it down to a place where the router bit doesn't touch the ends of the wood, so it's like 1 or 2 millimeters above. Next, you have to teach the Shaper again where the surface is, so you do a new Z touch. That way, the Shaper learns the new depth that you already cut. After doing this, you start cutting again, slowly, again 5 millimeter passes to not put too much pressure on your router. As you can see here on this image, that way I was able to cut through that piece of wood, which was about 70 millimeters thick. As you see here, we achieved that way an additional 41 millimeters, so in total we were able to cut 80 millimeters that way. That's it. That's how you teach your Shaper to cut a little bit deeper. I know that you won't need this very often. Usually the depth that the Shaper can do is enough. But sometimes I had this too. You're kind of like a little bit more, and that's how you can achieve it. I hope you liked this little video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button and see you around.